could have done it. Or maybe even a double.
All right, Professor L.
Family, I have a
Yeah.
Maybe even a double.
All right, Professor L.
family. I have a
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday. Oh, yes, it is Monday, baby. Looks like we've already got some great matches scheduled up in the queue. Sorry, I am a little bit delayed in starting tonight. We've got some big snow going on in Michigan right now, and yeah, it was not fun trying to drive home from school tonight. But yeah, I am just about ready to get started with this first match. I'm actually just waiting for Guy Wearing Blue to go live. So, Guy Wearing Blue, if you can hear me, need you to go live. Oh, there we go. It's live. Got some Tengen action going on over there. Alright, well, looks like both players are live, even though Guy Wearing Blue is playing Tengen. So, yeah. And so go ahead and, Charlie, will you do the honors? We're gonna get some introductions going for the first match of the night. Without any further ado, first in the red corner, you all know him. He is Mr. Friendlies himself. Of course, we also know him here on Friendlies as the French-Canadian Crusher. And he has crushed some competition every single week on Tetris Friendlies, every single episode. He just went offline for some reason, but it is the one and only Martz. And in the blue corner, where he belongs, not to be confused with Red Shirt. Oh no, he's the other one. He is that guy wearing blue. Alright, so I think these guys might need a minute to get ready here. Guy wearing blue getting Tetris ready. Or not Tetris ready, I'm sorry, Stencil ready. I guess you could say Tetris ready, but there's Martz. Okay. There he is. The French Canadian Crusher himself. See guy wearing blue using the Jonas Memorial stencil there, or not the stencil but the ROM hack I should say, and yeah, looking good now stencil wise. So no, that's fine, that's totally fine, that's not that bad. Yeah, no, you're good, So once both of you are ready and have a level selection, you can work it out amongst yourselves how that level will be chosen. Oh. I don't know what you just did there, but oh man. Well, while he's fixing that, and actually I got a couple things I gotta fix here too. I'm a little scuffed also. One moment. There we go. Just noticed that. That's a little better. Yeah, we got Martz in the history book. He's got the most wins on our ELO sheet. May just be a result of him playing the most matches, but has the most wins. So he's gonna look to make that 160 tonight. Well, I guess that doesn't count for ELO, but we'll just pretend. Yeah, you got a bunch of legends there, and then you got Corion. No. I'm kidding. So for those in the next match, guy wearing blue is buying y'all some time, so make sure you're ready to go. Oh, you guys want to just wait and go next? Alright. Oh my word. Alright. Let me just do this. You work that out. Yeah, so what, you guys want to go match 2 instead? Yeah, I'll just do that for now. I'll just put you guys in match 2. And, here, let me do this. Is it move match? Yeah, move match 1, 2. So, Big Sippy and Melon Soda, hope you're both here and are ready to go, because I'm gonna put you guys up first while guy wearing blue gets that stencil ready. Yeah, you can take a quick second. I gotta completely reset up anyway, so yeah. Is Big Sippy here? Oh my goodness. Okay, wait. So your stencil. Okay. So okay, are we ready to go now? If you guys are ready to go now, then we'll just. Oh, for crying out loud! All right. Y'all are killing me tonight. All right. So melon soda, big sippy. Never mind. All right. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. This is what I meant to do. Okay. We are continuing as planned. We are continuing as planned. It's a major bro moment. Okay, yeah. No, guy wearing blue, you look good. Just whatever you did, leave it. Ooh, and oh, they're gonna go 18 all the way here. So they're ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and count them down. Game number 1 coming your way in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, first match of the night after a few stencil issues there and some snow slowing me down. But speaking of the snow, just so everybody's aware, power outage is a real possibility. You know, got some heavy snowfall coming down here in Michigan right now. So if something happens, I just kind of disappear and you don't hear from me in a few minutes. That's probably what happened. So I don't expect it to happen, but you never know. Just I'll make sure everyone is aware that that's a real possibility. But in the meantime, you know, both players on the board with the first Tetris of the game. Mart's with 2 now. With that Tetris. So he's at 47,000. Guy wearing blue at 25. And ooh, little misdrop of that TP still for guy wearing blue. Oh, what a nice J spin there. Kind of a little spin tuck looking thing there. He managed to pull off. Wow. Very clutch move there. But oh, he hangs the next J though. And is gonna top out early at 29,000. So Mart's at 93 is good, takes game number 1. And guy wearing blue, probably using Mart's own words right now of warm up is done. Yeah, no worries, man. I mean, hey, you're probably flustered from the stencil and all that. No worries, no worries. No excuse, but no. All right, all jokes aside, they're both ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and count them down. Game number 2. We'll see if it's a longer one. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So an unfortunate early top out there from guy wearing blue after a crazy maneuver. He almost got out of that dig, but unfortunately an early top out after just one Tetris, and Mart's had the higher score, was able to take the win. So guy wearing blue definitely looking to make a comeback here. And ball is in his court to make it happen. So neither player on the board with a Tetris just yet, but Mart's is clean. Boom, Tetris for Mart's. He got the long bar in time. So Mart's with the cleaner start so far. Nice long bar flat though for a guy wearing blue. And is just playing it safe here, taking all the burns he needs to get that right well back open for business again. And with that long bar now, he is Tetris ready. And boom, Tetris for blue. And he's on the board. Both players at about 15 lines now. And Mart with the advantage, 53 to 31. Guy wearing blue taking a little double there. Over on the right side. Mart's, meanwhile, with a beautifully clean stack right now. Gets 2 Tetrises there to bring it to 104 through 28 lines. Guy wearing blue just 4 lines behind at 40,000. So definitely a couple Tetris advantage for Mart's right now. But there's one for guy wearing blue. And Mart's now with a couple holes towards the bottom of his stack. He's going to look to work that out. Could really use an L piece right about now. But a long bar will do as well. And finally gets the long bar. Or not the long bar. The L piece as he switches it to a J dependency. Because that is how this game works, ladies and gentlemen. Make one dependency, the opposite piece will show up. It's just how it be. But in the meantime, he's going to be digging for a hot minute. Has a dirty well set up, but not a Tetris. It's going to be a triple there with that long bar. But guy wearing blue is starting to come back here. Oh, but he hangs the long bar on top of the S. Oh my goodness. And that is going to do it. He's done it at 91,000. So Mart at 126 is good. And is up 2-0. All right. So another unfortunate early top out there. Mart's up 2-0. And guy wearing blue's ready to go now. Unfortunately, had some dead drops going on. And just need the. Oh, we have the ready from Mart. He sent it earlier. Sorry, I missed it. I'm blind. I'm dumb. It's fine. Gonna count him down. Game 3 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Where is my warm-up, says Martz. Oh, looks like he didn't need it tonight. Not so far. Oh, welcoming Kirby. Oh, that is going to be a stellar main event for tonight. Oh, my goodness. But right now, we got guy wearing blue in the lead for probably the first time the whole series. With a Tetris on the board. Mart's right behind him, though. Tetris there for both players now as we are off and running now. Both players looking much cleaner than the first 2 games of the set so far. And coming up next, it's going to be Big Sippy taking on Melon Soda. That is actually going to be the next match. Had some queue difficulties earlier as guy wearing blue was getting his stencil ready, but they are actually going to be the second match of the night. So as this could potentially be the last game of the set, make sure you guys are warmed up and ready to go if the 2 of you are here and can hear me. But in the meantime, Martz, though, kind of got some holes he's going to have to deal with up top, and is getting higher up. Needs the long bar right, but doesn't get it. And this will not be the last game, as it is Martz with the early top out this time. And guy wearing blue at 141, the highest score of the set so far, is good. Takes game number 3. GG. Yeah. It's, you ask, RNG delivers. Now you can say warm-up is done. Oh, and Boxy, 1 for the night. I actually just closed the queue since I did kind of start late too. I expect this will probably go a while. So, like I said, like I always say, I don't want to keep the household up all night. So, a few hours here, you know. Anyways, let me get these guys going here. Game number 4 of this set coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, so this is game number 4. And yeah, no, people do ask all the time, like, why only a 1-match limit? You know, if I lived alone and wasn't in school, that would, you know how it'd be. It would be a much, much different story. And Teba has 2? Bruh. I mean, it's what it is at this point, unless someone wants to take his place. But come on, man. You gotta... Alright, but anyway, we got some precarious situations here on Martz's side of the board. He's burning it down. Neat could really use the long bar or a J now to the left. But he's getting square bursted, which is not what you like to see. And this board is getting worse and worse. finding ways to burn it down. It's at 23,000 right now. Guy wearing blue at 95. Oh, but Martz with some fatal misdrops to those S pieces. Can't get the long bar over to the right and is done at 26,000. So guy wearing blue, who in a bit of trouble himself, says game 4 is a no more. And he's good at 122. So we are at 2 games apiece. Guy wearing blue now with the chance of completing a reverse sweep. So Martz is ready to go. Just need it ready from guy wearing blue. And he's ready to go. Calling double kill screen here. So let's count him down. Game number 5 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, so this is it. The last game of the set is now a best of 1. And once again, coming up next, we're going to have Big Sippy taking on Melon Soda. That one should be good here. So, the 2 of you are here and can hear me. Make sure you're warmed up, ready to go. Got the streams going, because, like I said, I was running behind myself today, so. Tetris in now for guy wearing blue. Martz has one as well. And Martz with the push down point advantage right now. Martz now having some early troubles here, having some early burns he's going to have to take here. Has the lead, but guy wearing blue with that Tetris takes it back, has a 1,000 point advantage right now. As we are approaching now the 20 line mark. And Tetris in for Martz, gets him to 76,000, and guy wearing blue right behind him. And again, now just a 1,000 point difference. Martz with the lead. Guy wearing blue answering back though, so we are neck and neck here through the first 25-ish lines. And Tetris for Martz, Tetris for guy wearing blue, and guy wearing blue has actually taken now a 1 Tetris lead over Martz. Martz with that column 9 set up with long bar. But, ooh, that's not a great time for that Z piece to show up for Martz. And it's gonna need something left. Really use a J if he. Oh, but he throws it right! And that's gonna do it! And Martz is done at 103. So guy wearing blue seals the deal in game number 5, completing the reverse sweep. Take the game in the match. GG to you. Alright, and feel free to play this one out if you like. Because, yeah, you've won. You've earned it. Just know that do not worry about topping out at this point. Because, yeah, you've got it. Let's get you that trophy in the winner circle. And there it is. Your winner, guy wearing blue, completing the reverse sweep 3 games to 2. Alright, so congratulations to you. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get ready for this next match here. We got Big Sippy taking on Melon Soda. Stay tuned. And thank you, Martz, for the bits. Oh, every week, man. You're way too kind. Way too kind. ladies and gentlemen, match number 2 here on Tetris Friendlies. Let's get those introductions going. In the red corner, they are one of our top 3 contenders for our Upstarts Championship title. And they are going to look to get another win tonight, move up in the rankings. One of our regulars here on Friendlies is going to show us how it's done. It's a Big Sippy. And in the blue corner, one of our up-and-comers here on the Tetris Friendly scene. Made his debut just a few weeks ago on Euro Friendlies. And tonight, chased down his PB successfully on Monthly Tetris. And is looking to go on a encore run of sorts here. Up against one of our top contenders here. It's a Melon Soda! Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and move you over. Guy wearing blue has such a long name. There we go. Yeah, Melon Soda, your camera's on. Got that slideshow action going on right now. Cursed image. Alright, so once we got readies and chats from both these two players, we're gonna go ahead and get this one going. Big Sippy deferring the level selection to Melon Soda. So we'll just need that ready in a level selection from him. Alright, and he's ready to go level 18. Just needs ready from Big Sippy now. As level has now been chosen, he's ready to go. Alright, let's count him down. Both players are ready. Count him down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Let me give Melon Soda a quick refresh. Alright, so Big Sippy's off and running. Gets the first Tetris there. So another quick refresh. Seems to be behind. Seems to be no movement out from Melon Soda's side. So Big Sippy definitely keep playing, but not sure what's going on the other side of the field. Another refresh. Okay. Is there any sort of movement? Like, this isn't even slideshow action. This is just... Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, hold on. We're getting some slideshow movement now. What on earth? Maybe grounds for a restart at this point. Yeah. Big Sippy, go ahead and top out. We're going to replay this. Because, yeah, there's some serious stream problems going on over on Melon Soda's side. Yeah. Yeah, and Melon Soda, I was going to say, maybe turn down the bitrate too. That will usually help. Alright, so he's going to restart his stream. And, oh, man. It's just that kind of night, it seems. Yeah, quite unfortunate, though. Big Sippy had a pretty good game going, too. Well, it depends on what you're at now. Usually, honestly, if you're not using your camera, just 1,000 is fine. Like, it... Fresh. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, even under 1,000 is probably fine. Like, for such an old game like this, yeah. Alright, so he's resetting the stream. He should be right back. Okay, give you a quick refresh. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, no problem. I mean, it happens. It's everybody tonight, it seems. Hey, just top out early if we want to get back. No. Okay, yeah, that's much better. It's a little bit of slideshow action, but that is way better for sure. Yeah, we can see visible movement, so that's good enough for me. All right, Big Sippy's ready to go. Alright, Melatona's ready, and they are going to stick with level 18. So let's go ahead and count them both down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, we will fix that in post. Game number 1 underway. Big Sippy off and running first. And Melatoda off and running now. Big Sippy having some early troubles here. Looked like they went for a delayed sort of J-burn and then got a bunch of squares right after that. So not what you like to see in that sort of situation. They didn't really have a spot for it. But now the right well is open, but they're going to have to... Yeah, there we go. They are going to have to either build on row 2, which is what they're going to do, or they could have alternatively burned it down. But they're going to get the row 2 Tetris to kick things off for them. Melatoda, though, already with 2 on the board at 45,000. Now Big Sippy dealing with that hole in column 9. And is gonna go for the column 9 Tetris. And boom, Tetris for Sippy. Is down by about a half a Tetris. 61,000 for them, 75 for Melatoda. Simul Tetris there once again. And Big Sippy's back on the right side now. So, looking like they're having a much better time now. And another Simul Tetris there. Another Tetris for Big Sippy. Gets them to 131. Melatoda now behind by about 10,000 points, but also behind in lines. As Big Sippy's at 36 to Melatoda's 30. Big Sippy has been pressing down, especially at the beginning of the game they were doing that. So... kind of reminiscent of Harry Hong, as always. Got the roast of Vandwaller going on in chat right now. I could always appreciate that. That's unbelievable. How could you call Kirby a tapper? Come on. Does he even know who you are? Like. Doesn't even know his own mod team. Yeesh. Alright, quick score check here. Big Sippy at 227. Melatoda at 163. But Big Sippy at 62 lines. Melatoda at 49. So about a 13 line differential here. So... again, Big Sippy with a big lead, but not quite as big as it looks. And, okay, it's still going. I thought my music decided it wanted to stop, but it didn't, so that's good. So both players, well, Melatoda pretty clean anyway. Big Sippy, relatively clean, relatively accommodating for sure, but has this well open on the left, but go for it here if they want. They could go for that dirty. Where's this long bar? Come on, game. Come on, game. I'm going to take the triple. Still Tetris ready. Way up top down the left. And now is no longer Tetris ready. But they get ready with the square for the dirty Tetris. There it is, for Big Sippy. And their board is much lower now after that. But they are still about 15, 20 lines ahead with about 120,000 point lead. Melansoda with a column 2 Tetris there. And now it's Melansoda having some complications in his stack. Tetris there for Big Sippy gets him to 387 through 102 lines. So pretty good game here so far for them. He had another Tetris get them across the 400,000 point mark here. And yeah, definitely a real lead for them as Melansoda is at 90 lines at 280. Melansoda looks like he's gonna try and set up on row 2. Got that hole going on down in column 2, over in column 2. And now it looks like he's going to try and burn down. But Big Sippy's got some B-type looking action going on too on their side. They are just 12 lines away from the 19 changeover. Melansoda is still with about 25 lines to work with before then. But starting to fall further behind. Another Tetris there for Big Sippy. Gets him to 444. Big Sippy now just 3 lines away from the transition. Less than a Tetris. But they're going to Tetris in. And 471 the score going to transition for them. And Melansoda way behind at 323. But still with about 15 lines to go until the changeover. Melansoda with another column 2 Tetris there. And Big Sippy having some early troubles on 19. And ooh, a little mischief there on the square. But it works out. You're gonna need something for the left though. Gets the long bar all the way over to clear things down, but a misdrop there of the L piece. It's gonna slow things down a little bit. They can still get out of this. This is definitely diggable. Oh, but that square though. Gonna cause some trouble, and they're done at 486. So Melansoda is at 378 right now. Needs to get to 487. That is your target there, Melansoda. Oh, but that left side looking complicated here. Melansoda's gonna have to burn things down. Can he get the log bar? Yes, he can. Could be episode 2 of Chase Down here for Melansoda. If he can get this. Boom, Tetris for Soda. 418 now. Needs to get to 487. He's got a pretty clean stack here. Tetris ready now is Melansoda. Now on level 21. And oh, missed the S-spin. And it's gonna slow him down. Still is a clean stack, but his board is still very much alive. Melansoda just taking his time. Having some complications over on the right. And now has this line dependency he's going to fill in with the J. Needs to get to 487, but is at 436. Couple misdrops. And oh, the misdrop of the T. And the chase down is not going to happen. And he's done at 436. Big Sippy takes game number 1. Showing us all how they got to that number 2 spot in the Upstarts rankings. Wow. Hard fought game there. Yeah, a very good start to this set, without a doubt. Alright, so once we've got some readies here from both of you, we'll go ahead and get game number 2 underway. Big Sippy's ready to go. And Melansoda asking about 18 all the way, and Big Sippy agrees. So they're going to stick with 18 all the way. So we're going to count them down for game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and Farhan with some comments in chat about a misdropped square peas from Melon Soda. Gotta show him the video later, my guy. Save for afterwards. And oh, a dirty Tetris there for Big Sippy to kick it off. And let me give Melon Soda a quick refresh. Perhaps. Oh, you're joking. Please. Por favor. Yes. Okay, we're gonna reset that again. Big Sippy, go ahead and top out. Yeah, even Melon Soda is in chat now. It is. Stream is all sorts of jacked up. Yeah, go ahead and top out. We're gonna redo that. Oh, did you actually top out? Oh, it was because you topped out? I thought it was because you... Okay. Are you sure? Yeah, because I did not see what happened. Because I was, trying to make sure that stream was up and running. It was less than slideshow action. If you're willing to give it to them, that's fine, but... Yeah, your stream is kind of broken. Like, that's what I assumed was happening. Yeah, I'll leave it whether it's you're sure? Okay, if you're sure you're okay with Big Sippy taking it, then, alright, 2-0. Wow, this has been one of the stranger nights here on Friendly so far. Yeah, definitely respect the move, for sure. Yeah, go ahead and restart it again. That's totally fine. Yeah. We'll go ahead and let him do that, but in the meantime, while we're waiting, coming up next after this, it is going to be Saturnic versus Wakazep. So Wakazep making his return. Actually, both players haven't seen in a hot minute. Or did we see Wakazep last week? Did we see him last week? Actually, yeah, no, he made his debut last week, but he's coming back. He is coming back for more, so that is coming up next. So... guys, don't want to miss that one. Okay, let me give you a quick refresh here. Okay. Looks good on my end, so... Melon Soda's ready. She needs it ready from Big Sippy. And they're ready to go. So let's count them down. Game number 3. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. Saturday, yeah, not late to the queue tonight. Okay, there we go. Melon Soda looking good now. A little bit behind on the start, but overall, looking a lot better. Tetris in for Melon Soda, and Big Sippy with one as well, gets their second. Nice little clean out move there for Big Sippy. As they have the 1 Tetris lead right now, make that a 2 Tetris lead, but also is 10 lines ahead. And was really looking, actually still kind of looking for a Z piece, finally gets it. So both players kind of in Dig City here to start things off. And Melon Soda got the long bar he needed there over on the left side, and is just digging through, doing what he's got to do. Stay alive here. Fortunate timing on the square piece, though. That's put more and more weight on that right side. But it has this long bar shaped hole here. Has to fill it in with the J, and oh my goodness. Just getting higher and higher now. As Big Sippy has cleaned things out and is expanding the lead. They're at 113. Soda at 61,000, trying to survive this, because top out here would be fatal, would mean the end of the series for him, and is not looking to make that one happen tonight. And ooh, Melon Soda now knowing he's behind, going for a row 3 Tetris there. Try and keep up the pace. He's at 93,000. Big Sippy at 143, and he's them lines behind, but is also, so is also behind in points. So that lead for Big Sippy not quite as big as it looks. Another Tetris for Melon Soda. It's gonna get him to 121. So 174 for Big Sippy, 121 for Melon Soda. Both players now having to take a few burns. Melon Soda, oh, if that long bar would have showed up a little later, it could have went really dirty if he wanted to. We all love to see that. But nevertheless, he is all cleaned out now and has an opportunity here to try and catch up, try and close the gap. And he gets a Tetris there to try and do just that. Looked like a misdrop of that square. Could have went for the Z-spin on the right, decided not to. And that misdrop of that S is gonna cost him some burns here. And Big Sippy's all cleaned out now. Ooh, but a little misdrop on the T. Is able to burn down with the Tetris. Melon Soda set up over in column 8 for the dirty Tetris. 204 for him, 257 for Big Sippy. One of our biggest upstarts contenders here on Tetris Friendlies. But we are starting to approach the level 19 changeover. 94 lines now for Big Sippy, 87 for Melon Soda. So about 40 lines away. Well, 30 for Big Sippy, really. And players are gonna want to start thinking about that. Think about keeping their stacks low and nice and clean. And there's the Z-spin from Melon Soda. Oh, man. He's set up for it. Oh, but the long bar comes a piece too late. Is gonna stay alive here, potentially, but at T-piece, oh, man, that T-piece is fatal. And he's done at 217. So Big Sippy completes the sweep with that. Take the game in the match. So feel free to keep going if you wish, but just know you have won. Oh yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get you that trophy. So congratulations, Big Sippy. They've got the game of the match, 3-0. And just maintaining their dominance in the Upstarts League here on Friendlies. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. I meant to do this. There we go. Alright, thank you both as always for coming on. And up next, we've got Saturnic versus Wakaza. Oh man, Big Sippy. Martz, if you're here, Big Sippy's coming for your son. Gotta let him know. this is match number 3 coming up here on the Monday night edition of Tetris Friendlies. Let's get those introductions going. In the red corner, he is finally able to make it into the queue on time for the first time on Monday Night Friendlies, at least since I have been the host. And he's going to show us what he's got here tonight. It's Saturnic! And for some people who haven't seen his face before, there he is! He's made his reveal before, but not here. So that's the handsome guy known as Saturnic. And in the blue corner, he made his Tetris Friendlies debut last week. And he went toe-to-toe with one of our regulars, Fluffy, going 3-2. And it's going to look to take a win here tonight. His first ever Friendlies win. It's Wakazep. All right. So once we've got some readies in chat and a level selection from one of you, we will go ahead and get it going.
And the whole conspiracy would have been
Oh my
exposed!
goodness, monthly Tetris Van Dweller, my guy. Thank you so much for the raid. Party of 114. So you guys are just in time. We are about to get started here with match number 3. And oh my god, thank you so much for the follows. Holy smokes. Lots of people. Holy smokes, Demon1420. Oh my goodness. Hey now, thank you for the follow. Wakazep planning level 18. Just need that ready from Saturnic. I see Elp versus Marts. No, Elp. Hey, Elp didn't show up tonight. I don't know. And, Saturnic is ready to go. We're going to count him down. Level 18 start. Game number 1. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, Sunshine Mario, no worries, my guy. Hey, there's always next week. Maybe you'll actually get your PB on here next week. Who knows? Who knows? All right, so Saturnic getting the first touches of the game. And he's going to take an early lead here as Wakazep. Tetris ready. Finally gets the long bar for the Tetris, so he's on the board with his first. Saturnic with 2. And yeah, for those just getting here, Q is unfortunately closed for the night. It filled up real quick, as it usually does here on the Monday Night Edition. Okay, I wouldn't say I'm famous, but come on now. Can you imagine if I was famous? Jeez. Alright, but in the meantime, we got a match going on right now. And Saturnic having some early troubles here after getting a couple touches on the board. Is at 73,000. Actually, they're basically tied up right now. But Saturnic needing the right pieces to burn out of this and is getting them right now. Ooh, didn't adjust for that S piece. Was able to throw it to the right. And, alright, Noel, bet. Yeah, guitar battle next week, bet. Alright, so we are 30 lines in now, and it is 87 for Saturnic, 123 for Wakazep. Wakazep adjusting that square over to the left. Not sure if that was the right call, but is what he decided to do. And is now dealing with a dig of his own. Saturnic now with the cleaner board, and is behind in points, but can make this up very quickly with a Tetris there. It's down by about half a Tetris now. Wakazep still dealing with some burns here, and it's gonna be a hot second before he's able to get out. Saturnic though with an unfortunate T placement is gonna slow him down ever so slightly. I still remember when I almost beat Geo. Dude, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. No one was expecting me to beat Geo, and well, I didn't, but that was insane. But, oh, shoot, in the meantime, Saturnic getting up high here. Getting up awful high, making some nice burns here to get out. Nice burn with the square. Could really use a J. Gets it over to the right. But in the meantime, that has allowed Wakazep to open up a lead here. He's at 150,000 to 132 for Saturnic. Saturnic in trouble now. Nice T flat there. Oh, could have went long bar flat, but throws it to the right, and he's going to hang it in column 9, and that's going to do him in at 134. So Wakazep at 152 is good. Takes game number 1. All right, so Saturnic's ready to go now. Level 18, Wakazep ready to go. Wasting no time. So we're going to get game number 2 on the road in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And once again, welcome in everybody that came for monthly Tetris. My goodness. Timmy, welcome in. Hope that Monday Night Chasedown went well. Unfortunately, was not able to catch that tonight, but I do hope that went well because it seemed like a lot of fun. But it looks like it went well for Adelito, if I'm reading that correctly. As they've got a new PB, 552K, nice. So we got some nice clean boards here in the early going. No major mistakes so far from either player. Both on the board with 2 Tetrises. And Wakazep with more burn lines, though, has the lead because of it. Oh, now Saturnic, though, with some burns, had created a hole with an S flat burn early on and was not able to resolve it. Now, Saturnic now with a cleaner board here as we approach the 30 line mark and is down by less than a Tetris and is going to take the lead there with 1 there. And Wakazep firing right back as he is now out of his dig that he was in just a moment ago. So it's 84,000 for Saturnic. Make that 106, 103 for Wakazep. We are neck and neck here already. And Wakazep's camera is shaking, having some difficulties over there. Ooh, an unfortunate burn there for Wakazep. And Wakazep kind of in trouble here. Needs some good pieces. Gets the Z over to the left. And is going to start working this down. But, oh, he's getting S-bursted now. Not able to get the long bar all the way over to the left. And that's going to do it. He's done at 110. And Saturnic had the lead at 134. Make that 157. And we're not up. 1 game apiece. GG's. Oh goodness, guy wearing blue. I'm not gonna say anything to that. I'm just gonna. Oh my goodness. All right, they're ready to go. Ready to go for game number 3. We're gonna count down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, I don't know what the bot deleted there, but y'all behave yourselves. I might have to go in and change the setting because I might have it too strict at the moment. Shrug emoji. Yeah, probably need to go in and change the setting after this. So someone remind me at the end of the night, because I do not feel like screwing with that right now. But Saturnic though in early trouble. Could have got that long bar left, was not able to, and an early top out there without a Tetris. So Wakazep is already good at 33K. So going to put him up 2-1. Alright, so this set going relatively quickly here. As Wakazup tops out now, that game is over. So once they are ready to go, we will go ahead and kick off game number 4. And Saturnic going to slow things down to level 15 as he's having a little trouble here. After that early top out, looking to slow things down. And Wakazup's ready to go. So game 4 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And coming up next, we've got Grand Designs turn to the stage here and take on Dan Vinky. So, both of you, make sure you're ready to go. Because this could potentially be the last game of the set. It is game number 4. And we have already had some technical difficulties in the first 2 sets of the night, so we'd like to stay on schedule for sure. Tetris in for Saturnic, gets the first one of the game, and Wakazup waiting on a long bar here. He's got 4 already, but not while being Tetris ready. Finally gets one. Boom, Tetris for Wakazup. And yeah, they are both on the board. Saturnic leading now by just some pushdown points. Tetris there for Saturnic. Gonna bring him to 40,000. Guy wearing blue with a hold, but he's gonna open it up. He's got the right well open once again. And now it's Saturnic with some burns he's gonna have to work out. Here's at 61,000. So has the lead at the moment, but oh man, this drought seems to continue here for Wakazup, who is way up top. Finally, there's 2. Boom, bang, a Tetris for Wakazup. And that is still not enough to give him the lead, though. He's down by just 2,000 points, but we are neck and neck. Tetris in for Wakazup is going to give him the lead. 86,000 now to 70,000 for Saturnic. And Saturnic going for that column 8. Gets another one. So not necessarily looking to burn down to the right, but now gets a perfect... Ooh, looks like he made a mischief there, but that works. He is successfully transferred the well over to the right side. And you know, Tabanoku, it sure looks like it. It sure looks like he is playing through an earthquake right now. That camera is shaking like crazy. Tell you what. But he gets Tetris, and it's at exactly 144k. And they are both at the 40 line mark, so he does have the lead, 144 to 114. Both players are nice and clean. There's a Tetris for Saturnic. And another Tetris there for Wakazup to maintain the lead. And is now looking to set up for another one. And another Tetris there for Saturnic. And unfortunately, he can only take a triple that time. Had the hole at the bottom, but is able to transfer the well right back. Oh, but actually ended up creating a Tetris well there and had to create the hole again and get to column 2. Looked like he meant to put that Z-piece one more to the left, but just didn't quite want to go there. Got a little overambitious with the push down. So it's still tightly contested here, and Saturnic does have the lead now with that Tetris, 199 to 189. Another Tetris there is going to get him to 218 through 69 lines. Hey now. Wakazup just needing a J, gets it as soon as I say that. And it's Tetris ready again. Boom, Tetris for Wakazup. Close the gap now, and it's now just about a half Tetris difference. 212 for him, 221 for Saturnic. And Saturnic with another one. Ooh, Wakazup could have went for the Corian adjustment there. Probably didn't see it. Yeah, throwing his hand up a bit like, ah, shoot, missed it. So he knows. Me giving him crap about it probably isn't going to help too much, but... So Saturnic with a couple holes now. He's created in the stack. Is going to start burning this down. Fortunately, has to use the long bar over to the left, and now is able to use it to the right and really burn things out a bit. So we are approaching level 16 transition, though, just about 10, 15 lines away, depending on whose board you're looking at. And, ooh, a dirty Tetris there for Saturnic. Get him to 287 to 256 for Wakazep. 7 lines away now for the transition for Saturnic, and 8 lines for Wakazep. That Tetris. So 277 for Wakazep. 309 the transition score for Saturnic. Ooh, Wakazep with that J setup. Definitely an unfavorable position there for that, as he's not able to score any Tetrises right now. Has to use both of these long bars to open the well back up. So he's at 280. Another Tetris will get him to the transition. And he's having to take some birds because his stack is getting really high up here. And it's gonna just just gonna triple into the transition at 288. And it's still pretty high up. Takes the burns. And is just slowly but surely trying to work his way out. Nice adjustment with the square. But meanwhile, Saturnic with an ever-growing lead. 360. Make that 383 for him. 294 for Wakazep, who is still just trying to survive right now and is just gradually lowering this down. Getting pieces over left and right pretty well, actually. Has a dirty well set up right now. Is going to just fill it in. Not try and go for anything crazy, as he is approaching the level 19 transition. And this is not the kind of board you want. But Saturnic's already there at 414. So another Tetris will get Wakazep there as well. Saturnic in trouble. Oh, but Wakazep in trouble too. And he's done at 312. So Saturnic, who is at the verge of topping out as well, is already good. Takes game number 4. And game 4 is no more. And we're going to game 5. GG. All right. And Wakazep is ready to go on level 18. Just need the ready from Saturnic. And Saturnic's ready to go. We're going to count him down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, this is game number 5, and once again, coming up next, we've got Grand Designs taking on, who again? I just remember Grand Designs' name being there. Oh, Dan Vinky, that's right. So that's coming up next. After the conclusion of this game, Wakazep with the first touches of the game, and Saturnic, ooh, could have flipped that L piece over to get Tetris ready, but he's gonna stay alive here. Nothing that caused him, that's going to cost him too many burns. Now this long bar's not really wanting to show up for him. Oh man, big drought there for Saturnic is going to cause some problems. He's getting really high up now. And oh, that hang of the Z! And Wakazep's going to seal the deal at 55,000, take the game in the match. So feel free to play it out if you want, even though it's still early, but just know you have won. And congratulations. All right, so let me get him that trophy. And congratulations, Wakazep. You have won your first ever set here on Tetris Friendlies. So definitely a feel-good moment there for him. And hopefully that'll be the first of many. So yeah, with that, we've got Grand Designs taking on Dan Vinky up next. So I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, match number 4 coming up here on Tetris Friendlies, the Monday night edition. We're going to get those introductions going. In the red corner, one of our most consistent players here, not only in showing up on Friendlies, but also in his performances, having very, very strong showings here. In fact, last time we saw him here on Friendlies, he took down Tebanoku, one of our tougher opponents here, 3-0. And it's gonna look to sweep another one tonight. He's got the broom out ready to go. It's a Grand Designs. And in the blue corner, one of our up-and-coming tappers here in the world, staying up super, super late to be here on the show tonight. And he's no joke either. I mean, he managed to beat me pretty handily on Tetris Deathmatch. And he's going to look to take down another victim in Grand Designs. It's a Dan Vinky. All right. And why do I have to mention that? It's history, man. Give some context. Nothing personal. Do better, and I won't do that. Alright, Dan Vinky's ready to go. Need that ready in a level selection from Grand Designs. And he's good with 18 all the way. And looks like Dan is as well. And alright, so they're both ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and count them down for game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, so we've had a pretty good night so far here. And, oh, are we playing this Friday? Yeah, I should be available. Have to do earlier in the night, though, because I think I'm trying to schedule a CTL match with Dr. Knockers for very late that night, at least in Eastern time, here on the East Coast. But, as long as we're early, should be fine. And, do a quick refresh. Okay, Dan's camera moving, but not his game board. Looks like maybe a capture issue? Might be an issue with the capture card. So Grand Designs, feel free to keep going for now, but I'm gonna just kind of see what happens here with Dan. But yeah, Dan, if you are playing, I cannot see the gameplay. Coaching on tech issues. Okay, Torsha. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and replay that. There were some tech issues going on that whole time. So Grand Designs, feel free to top out. We're gonna go ahead and restart. And tonight is it's a night of technical issues. Yeah, we're just gonna restart that. Oh man, everybody having technical difficulties tonight. Is that just what the curse is this week? Like last week, everybody was topping out early, and this week it's technical. Oh man, oh man. Yeah, that's true. It is Monday. Alright, capture card looks good now. Or emulator or whatever, but it looks good now. Grand Designs is ready to go. Need the ready from Dan. And Dan's ready to go, so we're going to count him down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright. Grand Design's off and running, and Dan up. There we go. All right. Not to worry. Everybody always wonders, like, you know, how do you handle all these delays so well? You know, well, it's because A, it happens, and B, and what on earth is that noise? Oh, it's a blender. Jeez, Jesus Christ. Hopefully nobody can hear that in the background, because I don't know what I was hearing a moment ago. Oh my goodness, I forgot my mom and dad just got a new blender. But anyway, 27,000 for Grand Designs, 25 for Dan. Grand Designs with a slight mischief there, looked like on the S piece. So Grand Designs just needing a burn here, could really use a T, or the J works as well for the split double. And he's got the right wall back open for business, but Dan has opened up a lead here, 73,000 to 35,000 through about 20 lines. Another Tetris there for Dan, and a Tetris for Grand Designs. And another Tetris for Dan. So keeping it clean, though, is getting S-Burst. It has to throw them all to the right, block the right well. Now both players doing some burning right now. Grand Designs is Tetris ready, but has a hole he's eventually going to have to work out. Gets the Tetris. And now Dan with a long bar dependency down the middle over on the left side. Or towards the left side, rather. Takes the triple with it. And is open once again. So 40 lines in. He's at 132. Make that 155. Grand Designs at 92,000. Having some troubles here in this one. And nice square burn there. Oh, and Pepe, the hero of Dash. Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying some great action here, because this is... it's been a mess, so I'm glad you're enjoying anyway. I've been enjoying it, regardless. All part of the fun. Speaking of part of the fun, Dan having quite the blast right now with about 100,000 point lead. It's at 202. Grand Designs at 106. Tetris for Dan. Tetris for Grand Designs. Now it's Dan needing to take some birds. Oh, but he misdropped that L. Not happy about that one. He's gonna need something quick and is not getting it. And he's done it. 227. So Grand Designs need to get to 228 to take this one. Final score for Dan was 227, 240. So 228 or alternatively 227 and some change. Tetris there. And one more should get him close to that. Grand Design is just keeping it clean here. Is Tetris ready? And one more Tetris should do it or get very close to doing it here. Gonna take another double there. Has that long bar dependency down the left. And, oh, man. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He's getting droughted now. Gets the long bar left. Had to block the well. And boom, Tetris for Grand Designs. And that's it. That'll do it. 229. He is good. Takes game number one. It's up 1-0. All right, so with that, Dan is ready to go for game number 2. And Grand Design's ready to go. So game number 2. My mouse is not moving. There we go. Game number 2 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Grand Design's having a rough start there in game number 1, but was able to come back in a chase down situation and take the game as Dan Vicky topped out before the 19 changeover. So Dan definitely looking to have an extended run here in game number 2. Definitely one of the longer games we've seen tonight, though. Tetris in for Grand Designs is going to strike first. And, oh, man, but Dan already in some trouble here. Think he can't get out of, but oh, some perfect pieces. The T followed by the Z, exactly what he needed. And decides to play it safe with the L piece. Could have went for that dirty Tetris, but oh man, almost would have been the right idea as he tops out at 4,500. 4,500 his final score, and Grand Designs is up 2-0. He's on the verge of a sweep. Just set up for reverse sweep. All right, so they're ready to go. Dan just not having a great night here. I mean, hey, it's 2 a.m. where you're at, so it's understandable. But we're gonna count him down for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So game 3 underway. And coming up next, you're going to get Paladon and Saturnic returning to the stage here. That is going to be coming up next, so Saturnic, make sure you're ready to go, and save goes for Paladon. Don't know why I called them out individually, but both of you make sure you're ready to go. But as this one could be over quickly, Grand Design's in some trouble here in the early going. And we got Aki in the chat here. Oh my goodness. Or I'm sorry, Grandmaster Aki. Excuse me. Alright, so we are 15 lines through. 36,000 for Dan, 13 for Grand Designs. Both players having some early troubles. And Grand Design's going to come out with the Tetris. His first of the game. And they are exactly tied up. 38-380. Grand Designs, though, took a burn to open up a slight lead. Oh my goodness, that's why I don't always pay attention to chat. Alright, quick score check here. 35 lines, 88,000 for Grand Design, 73 for Dan. Both players getting kind of high up on the board. And Grand Design, actually, it's not really a good way to tell who's got the cleaner board. I think Grand Design's with the cleaner board, I would say, personally. It's going to take him less burns to get out of this, but has to use the J to fill in the long bar dependency. And welcome in, Jordan. You have just walked into one hell of a chat, but got some good action going on here. Grand Designs with another Tetris there. Both players now clean. And another Tetris there for Grand Designs. So he's at 144 through 56 lines, and with a Tetris for Dan, that's going to get him to 118 through 57. Couple burns there for Grand Designs. Reopens his right well. And Dan coming right back into it, though. 141 for him. A Tetris for Grand Designs gets him to 172. Another Tetris for Dan is less than a Tetris behind. We are neck and neck. About a 8,000 point difference. Next Tetris is going to take a lead. Grand Designs gets it. Dan looking for one as well. Gets the long bar. Boom, Tetris for Dan. It's at 189 now. Oh, Grand Designs getting bailed by the Z into the Tetris. And yeah, they're playing relatively clean, both of these two. Dan with the cleaner board right now, as Grand Designs as a whole over in column 2 he's going to have to deal with sooner than later, as we are just about 50 lines from the 19 changeover. Grand Designs, oh man, getting square and Z after square and Z, the same two pieces. And that is gonna put him in, send him over to Dig City. Tetris there for Dan. Gets him to 284. Is going to expand his lead here as Grand Designs is just digging out. Really using L or J. Gets the J. And, ooh, decides not to rotate that S. Was 100% expecting him to do that. And he's going for a lot of flat burns here. Right now it seems to be slowing him down a bit, but we'll see if it pays off. And Dan with a row 2 Tetris, him to 314, is just starting to run away with this here. Dirty triple there for Grand Designs. So both players having a rough go of things so far, but there's a Tetris for Dan, and he's finally seemed to have found his groove. It's at 338 as we are now about 10-15 lines from the transition, depending on whose side of the board you're looking at. Another Tetris for Dan. Grand Designs almost set up for a row 2. A burn will get him there. Does so with the T. And is burning things down. Opts not to go for the dirty triple. He knows he's behind by over 100,000 points. He's going to get the dirty Tetris there in row 2. And then the column 2 into the transition at 310. So Dan at 390, 3 lines away from the transition. Transition's at 414, so this is going to be a tall order for Grand Designs, but definitely doable. So we'll see what happens here. Grand Designs looking to complete the sweep, does not want this set to go on, but Dan definitely looking keep this one going. He's at 421, 320 for Grand Designs. Needs that long bar left, gets it. Oh man, Grand Designs needs something for column 2. Anything, long bar will work just fine. Now Grand Designs is going to burn this down. Grand Designs chipping away at the stack here. It is staying alive, getting lower and lower. Wants to transfer that well back over to the right, presumably. It's at level 22, though. It's at 345. Dan Vinky at level 21 is at 459. And Grand Designs with the center well set up. He's got the mic well. Boom, touches for Grand Designs. 375 now for him. 465 for Dan. And it's just going to stick with a column 3 here. And it's going to have to set up a hole because of the square. Oh, man, he's getting square bursted now. Dan at 470. Grand Designs at 410 is closing the gap, though is slightly ahead in lines. But, oh, Dan in trouble, though, up top. Gets that L piece over. Can he get anything left? No, he can't with the T. And he's done at 474. 474, 360, the final score. So Grand Designs, your target 475, or alternatively 474 and a half. So Grand Designs looking to complete the sweep here, and he could do it here with a chase down, but is not going to need to do anything too crazy. But he's only got a couple levels left to do it. He's going to want this board to be clean sooner than later. Fortunately, he has to put weight on the hole he's got in his stack. He has to make some more. But 475, definitely doable here. He's at 436 right now. Grand Design now at level 26. And this is what's scary about Grand Designs, folks. Like, he is consistent.
And the whole
at getting here
conspiracy would have been
on
exposed!
a regular basis. And Maestro, thank you for the raid. Right in the middle of a chase down for a potential sweep. But he's gonna need to pick up the pace a little bit. Get this worked out. Could really use an LRJ. Doesn't get it. Gets the long bar to the right for a triple. He's at 460. 475 is his target. He's at level 27. Has plenty of time. Still has time. 10 lines to go. Definitely be nice to get it with a Tetris, but I think he can just line it out at this point. He'll be fine. 470 now for Grand Designs. Has to block off the right. Oh, man. Where's that J? Gets it. 474. 1,000 more will do it. A burn will do it, and he's got it. Took him all the way to the kill screen, but he has chased it down. 480, the final score for him at the kill screen. And he's completed the sweep once again. Wow. An incredible performance there. Staying composed to take this win. Let's get him that trophy. Wow. So not even getting a Tetris after Dan's top out, but he did enough. He did just enough for the win. Tetris would have given him some insurance, but he didn't need it here. So, yeah, welcome back to the winner's circle. We're going to go ahead and end that match now. Wow, that was crazy. But up next, we've got Paladon taking on Saturnic, who's going to be returning to the main stage. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. All right, ladies and gentlemen, match number 5 coming up here on Tetris Friendlies. Introductions. Coming up in the red corner, one of our regulars here on Tetris Friendlies, taking out some of our well-known names, such as one of our newcomers, Say My Name, last week, and El Peltum, the failure of classic Tetris, though that's not saying much. It says more about El Peltum probably than it does about this individual. But this person's looking to take down a bigger name here tonight, and he's going to show us how it's done. It's a Paladon. And in the blue corner, making his return to the stage here tonight, fortunately lost to Watkins at 2-3, but is looking for a win this time around. It's a Saturnic. All right. So Paladon wrapping up a warm-up here. Well, we're going to need some readies and a level selection from the two of you ASAP. We'll go ahead and get this one going. Alright, so Saturnic ready whenever, and he's going to defer the level selection to Paladon, who's selected 18. So let's go ahead and count him down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, game number 1 here coming up. And, excuse me, we are underway. Ooh, some nice tucks here from Saturnic to start off. Paladon finally getting a piece to fill in that LJ dependency. And Saturnic, though, having some troubles as well. Oh, but Paladon with a hang of the long bar on the left. That might do him in. Oh, misdropped the T. Was looking to go one more right with that, but not able to get it. So Saturnic at just 4,000 is already good. And man, he was kind of getting droughted himself, but yeah, you're already good, man. You got game number 1. So neither player able to get a Tetris there in a very quick first game. Yeah, warm-up is done, as our French-Canadian friend would say. And Saturnic's ready to go. They're both ready to go. They're going to stick with level 18, so we'll go ahead and count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So an unfortunate early top out there in game number 1. And both players looking much cleaner here in game number 2. Tetris there for Paladon. And Tetris for Saturnic. So Paladon with the advantage, though, by just 12 points. So some measly pushdown points, giving him the edge at the moment. But Saturnic now taking a couple burns. Take the advantage right back. But Tetris for Paladon. So Paladon looking a heck of a lot better after that last game. This drop of that Z, though, is going to cause some complications. Tetris there for Saturnic. It's just a 1,000 point game in favor of Paladon right now. And now, ooh, Paladon's in trouble here. Gets the long bar he needs to burn things out. And is kind of looking for a T. He's just going to use the long bar to open up the left well. And dirty Tetris there for Paladon. Down the left. 84,000 for him, 77 for Saturnic, who's got a couple burns to take, but is got a well open. Got that mic well open, ready to go. Paladon with a horizontal long bar looking hole at the bottom. He can't get out of. Saturnic, though, is in some trouble here. Oh, gets the long bar all the way over. Wow. He is still alive. Even he looks a little surprised at that one. Oh my goodness. Could use a J piece right now, though. Is going to use the Z instead. Has another opportunity for a J. It finally shows up. Fill out that left side. Wow, some clutch survival we're seeing here from both of these two right now. Paladin with the 1,000 point lead, 98,000 to 97,000. And they're just trading leads at this point as they burn away. Saturnic with the cleaner stack. Boom! Tetris for Saturnic. 123 for him, 105 for Paladin. So Saturnic now with the nice clean board. And his Tetris ready. Knocks down another Tetris there. And another one. He's going to start running away with this here. 170 to 115. Paladin almost cleaned out now. He's got a little hole at the bottom. A little square-shaped hole. But, ooh, that Z misdrop. Oh, and then the long bar as well. Not where he wanted that to go. So both players now in dig mode. Saturnic's up top, burning out. Oh, but that L hang might do him in, and it will. As he hangs the J and the long bar on top. And that's going to do it for him. 172 his final score. So Paladin, you need to get to 173 to take this one. So 173 is your target. He's at 131. And, ooh, a misdrop of that long bar. We'll see how aggressive he wants to get with this. He's going to start burning down. He needs to get to 173, just 40,000 points away. Gets a Tetris. And, yeah, could basically line it out at this point if he wants to. Could also go for the Tetris. Oh, he's going to go for it. He's going to try and do this in style. Try and knot it up here. And there's the long bar for that Tetris. 179 the final score for him. And that is good. And we are all tied up. One apiece. Stream froze. Oh, man. Hey, it's the night of the technical difficulties, man. That is just, that is how things are going tonight. So. So Paladin able to keep his composure there. And take game number 2 of this set. Bouncing back after a brutal game 1. And he's ready to go. This time, wanting to slow things down a bit, go on level 15. So we just need that ready from Saturnic. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and count him down. Game 3 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetra. Texas! Hey, there it is. All right, and that if that's not a sign that this one will be good, I don't know what is. And Paladin with the first touches of the game, and he seems to be pushing down here on the level 15. Saturnic, though, just letting him fall. Just kind of letting the pieces come to him. And as a result, he's already 7 lines behind. Has yet to get a Tetris on the board. Tetris there for Paladin. 57,000 for him. 23,000 for Saturnic. Saturnic now just 2 lines behind. Had to take some burns. Didn't quite get the long bar when he wanted it, but he's got another one on the board now. And, oh, there it is. That L-tuck there. Nicely done. It's kind of forced into a double. And Paladin with another Tetris to get him to 78,000. Tetris in for Saturnic. 82,000 for him. 117 for Paladin. Saturnic behind by just a couple lines. So it technically has some time to make that up, but definitely a true lead for Paladin. As Saturnic knocks down another Tetris there to get him to 102. And Tetris for Paladin. So these guys both playing very, very cleanly for the most part. Not too many major issues so far, though. Saturnic with a Z dependency decides to just use a long bar. And the Lilo27, thank you so much for the follow. Wait. if you're who I think you are. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. 109 for Saturnic, 148 for Paladon. And Saturnic having some troubles up top. Needing to burn things down. Ooh, it looked like a mischief there on that Z piece earlier on. There's a Tetris for Paladon. And it's going to expand his lead. He's got a 70,000 point lead. Tetris there for Paladon. Gets a 206 through 56 lines. Saturnic burning this out. Now could use an L piece. Gets it. And is Tetris ready once again. Has the nice clean stack now. Tetris in for Paladon. 225 to a 124. So has a 100,000 point lead now. But Saturnic triples into the Tetris. Try and close the gap. He is right back to business. So definitely the most exciting game of this set so far. As both players are just playing crystal clean here. And both players with another Tetris on the board. 265, 167 your scores for Paladon and Saturnic respectively. Saturnic with the cleaner stack, but also the higher stack is kind of getting high up. Gets the long bar over to the right for another Tetris. And, ooh, a nice little T-burn there into the Tetris for Saturnic. So we are now just about 20 lines away from the level 16 changeover. Nice tuck there from Saturnic. So 287 for Paladon, 228 for Saturnic. Paladon with a column 9 Tetris there, followed by a Tetris for Saturnic, who is just now 10 lines away from the transition to 16, is going to want to keep that board nice and clean, which it is right now. Tetris there for Saturnic. It's going to give him to 268. 310 now for Paladon. Paladon just sticking with that column 9 for the moment, not really finding the opportunity. And ooh, looks like he saw the T-tuck just a little too late. But meanwhile, Saturnic has transitioned at 288. So Paladon had some trouble here. So Saturnic now gonna look to try and catch up here, try and take advantage of the holes that Paladon has in his stack. Saturnic with a nice clean board. Boom, touches for Saturnic. Meanwhile, Paladon transitions at 336. So a nice pace there from a level 15 start. 339 for Paladon. 317 for Saturnic. Saturnic, of course, ahead in lines right now. So Paladon's going to have a chance to... Well, actually, Paladon with a bigger lead than it looks, I should say. I usually say that as if the person behind is behind in points as well, but that's not the case here. Paladon getting the perfect J-piece into the Tetris. 364 now for him. 363 for Saturnic. We are all knotted up, but again, Saturnic ahead in line, so true lead going to Paladon right now. All right, so one more line for Saturnic till the 19 changeover. Things get extra spicy speed-wise, and he's got it at 376. Paladon, 20,000 points ahead, still on level 18. He's now got 3 lines away till the changeover. Oh, misdrop there of the Z for Saturnic. And, oh man, this board is in shambles now. It's not going to happen. He's done at 380 as Paladon transitions at 404. One of the strongest games we've seen from him here. And he's good at 413. Goes up 2-1. right, so once we got some ratings in chat and a level selection, we'll go ahead and get game number 4 on the road. Alright, Paladin ready to go. Just need that ready from Saturnic. And, oh, yeah, that image, man, yeah. That is how I feel right now. Like, I can relate to that so hard. Senior year of college, man. It's not a great time. Alright, so just need the ready from Saturnic here. It looks like may just be some delay going on. Yeah, no worries. It happens. Lots of tech issues tonight, so you are not the only one having issues. It's not as bad as some of the others, so. And he's ready to go, wants to pick things up to level 18. So we're gonna go ahead and count him down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, this is game number 4. Paladin with a 2-1 lead at the moment. And coming up next, you're going to get Boxy taking on Tebanoku. So yes, we got our Who Wants to Be a Max Outer host taking on the Crackhead of Chile. Well, one of them anyway. That'll be coming up next. So both players with the Tetris on the board here in this one. And Paladin now set up for a column 2 Tetris. Looks like something you'd see Uncle Mike set up for sure. And I think my music stopped. That it did. Let me go ahead and fix that, shall we? There we go. That's better. Oh, man, but Paladin with some misdrops. That L piece not looking good. The J misdropped on top of it. And he's done it. 29,000. So Saturnic at 55,000 says game 4 is no more. And we're going to a game number 5. So it was once a best of 5, became a best of 3s, now a best of 1. Alright, so Saturnic's ready to go. And Paladin's ready 15. Just not feeling as comfortable on 18 tonight. So we're going to slow it back down for game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright, so this is for all the marbles here. Oh yeah, and the Leo, yeah, you must be new to this. Yeah, so yeah, here on Friendlies at least, I just kind of let the players work out amongst themselves how they're picking the levels. They usually will alternate. You know, generally 15, 18 starts are allowed. So but if you're new here, let me get to the Discord. Tetris Friendlies Discord, there it is. Anybody who needs it, anyone who might be new here and interested in joining, maybe playing one of these days, that is a great spot for it. But in the meantime, for those playing right now, we got a quick score check here through about 5 lines or so. Paladin already on the board with about 3 Tetrises, 58,000 for him. And Saturnic still waiting for his first. Gets the long bar. Boom! With the fist bump. The Johan style fist bump there. So Paladin at 78,000. Saturnic at 47. Another Tetris there for Saturnic at 66,000. Tetris there for Paladin. 117 for him. Tetris for Saturnic gets him to 85. So we are both players are at the 28 line mark. And again, Paladin with the lead right now. Looking to close this one out. And yeah, the Leo, what Ian said. Tetris in for Saturnic. And oh, T-Spin setup is got it. There's the T-Spin for Saturnic. He was at 108,000. Saturnic now with a dirty setup. Only going to be a triple, but is going to significantly lower the stack. Make things considerably cleaner. Both players kind of in a dig situation right now. And oh, Saturnic's going to go for that dirty row 3, but not able to get it. He's going to just burn it off. Ooh, could he use that L piece? Yep, he's going to use that L followed by the J, fill in those dependencies. So he's still behind here. 123 for him, 201 for Paladon. So not a huge lead, but a lead for Paladon nonetheless. Not necessarily as commanding of a lead as game number 4, or I'm sorry, game number 3. Tetris there for Paladon. 221 for him, 129 for Saturnic. Now Paladon's starting to run away with this here. He's at 240 to 134. Saturnic just having some troubles with his burn here. It's definitely an extended burn, as one would call it. He's at 136. He's slowly but surely getting out of this. Could have adjusted that T, but decided not to. And that's quite all right. He's going to stay alive regardless, but he's going to start falling further and further behind as Paladon's at 279 and Saturnic's at 139, right on the nose. And it looks like he might just start getting aggressive here, and he is. He's going for that dirty Tetris there. Give him to 158. And he's just sticking with that center well now. And this is the kind of strat you'd see on level 28. As if you're going for that last Tetris before the kill screen. That is the kind of well that you're looking for in that situation. But we're seeing it here on level 15 as he's just trying to catch up. Another Tetris there. Getting him to 180. Paladon at 302. Just running away with it right now. A chase down will definitely be a tall order for Saturnic, but definitely not impossible. Paladon at 323. Just about 13 lines away from the changeover to 16. Tetris there. Gonna get him to 342. And again, Saturnic just putting that well pretty much wherever it feels like going based on what the pieces give him. But not getting favorable pieces for really any sort of well right now. Oh, he's got one kind of set up way up high. One more piece would have got him set up. Oh, man, that would have been too good. Tetris there for Paladon. Transitions at 382. Wow, another Tetris for both players now. Transition for Saturnic at 212. So, again, chasing this down will be a tall order. Oh, the perfect clear for Saturnic. No extra points. But man, oh man, that's always a crowd pleaser. Without a doubt. Paladon at 407 here on level 17. Could potentially see a PB from him here if he can keep this going, because he is having a monster game right now. Saturnic with the Tetris there on level 17. 260 for him. Tetris in for Paladon. 432 now for him. Another Tetris there is going to be to 455. 262 for Saturnic. Saturnic now at level 18.
Conspiracy would have been exposed!
Timmy, my guy, thank you so much for the raid. Table for 2. This is game number 5, baby. And it's queue open. Unfortunately, queue is closed for the night. Well, unless we get really ahead of schedule. But at any rate, got a transition at 502 from Paladon. Wow, definitely PB potential here. Got that slideshow action going on, but Saturnic's going to top out at 289, so Paladon's got it. But we're going to let him play this out. He is on his way to a PB right now. We could see him get it here. I'm going to go ahead and give him the glove, but he's on level 20 now. This is episode 2 of Monday Night Chasedown, this time hosted by the Bird Wizard. Oh, missed drop of that S piece. It's at 520 now. Having some complications here. 500. Oh, the long bar hang! Oh no, and it's not gonna happen. A victory for Paladin, but no PB in this one. Oh, man. We're still gonna ring that bell for you anyway. Charlie, where you at? Charlie. Charlie. Come on. You're just... Gotta ring that bell, man. But Paladin still done it. A near PB is gonna give him that trophy. Congratulations to you. Winning it 3-2. Wow. Very, very exciting set. But up next, we've got Boxy taking on Tebanoku, one of our chili crackheads. So we'll be right back. You are not going to want to miss this one. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is match number 6 here on Tetris Friendlies, the Monday night edition. Let's get those introductions going. In the red corner, he is one of our gracious ELO Battles hosts here on Tetris Friendlies. Also the host of the latest and greatest game show here in the world of classic Tetris. That is Who Wants to Be a Max Outer? And I know this gentleman wants to be a max outer in the real game of Tetris tonight, and he's gonna look to redeem himself after a loss from last week. It's a Boxy! And in the blue corner, his opponent, the Frog Man himself, the crackhead of Chile. Also looking to redeem himself after a loss last week, lost in a sweep to Grand Designs. I only mentioned it again because he's upset at me for mentioning it before. But it is the one and only Tebanoku! In conclusion, I'm being an asshole. That's just how it is. Also, Teba, a little bit off stencil. If you could just, like, drag the your game capture down a little bit, it'll look a little better. It's just a tad scuffed. Also, I see nothing on Boxy's side. Other than his camera. That kind of night, guys. This is... Everyone's having technical difficulties tonight. My goodness. Boxy's got his issue worked out there. And I think actually, I think Tabanoku's scene might actually be fine. I could see the next Vox. It's a little scuffed, but it'll be fine. Alright, so Tabanoku wanting 18 all the way. We'll see if Boxy agrees to that. But we all know he likes busting out those 15 strats, so he may or may not be okay with that. We'll see. We'll see what he says. Yeah, no, I think the scene looks fine. It a little scuffed, Teba, but like, no biggie, no biggie. And speaking of technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen, a controller not working. I'm not trying to single you out, but like, oh my god. Just it, because it's everybody tonight. So Tabanoku taking advantage of the time to warm up here. But while he's doing that, just a reminder to everybody, if you're not able to get into tonight's queue, not a problem. Not a problem at all. Here's why. Because we got other editions of friendlies pretty much every day of the week. We got ELO battles going on, as I mentioned before. Boxy, one of our hosts for that. Generally on Wednesday. He's one of our Wednesday hosts. But yeah, we got ELO battles tomorrow with Marts, of course. The Tuesday edition. It's at a Euro-friendly time. And speaking of Euro-friendly times, we also have Euro-friendlies this Thursday, as always, over with the villain of Vienna, Tugi. So if you're looking to, mostly don't have to be European to play in it, but it's more friendly to those. The time is more friendly to those out in Europe. And then, of course, the main event on Friday, your Friday night edition of Tetris Friendlies with the king himself, the king of the restreams, Kingsman 36. Those will be pre-booked on Friday, so yeah, just while he's getting set up, figured I'd mention that. Plenty of chances to get in if you are not able to get in today. So Boxy's still having a couple issues with the controller and is gonna go ahead and do a quick reset. But also do a little bit. Also gonna do a bit of plug-in for him as well. My goodness, if I could speak at all tonight. Bruh moment. Oh, but anyways, I was gonna say, yeah, next episode of Who Wants to Be a Max Outer, I believe is tomorrow, actually. Let me check that announcement again to be sure, but yeah, that is going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. That is 12 a.m. UTC. If you want to play, want a chance to play, go ahead and react. Go on the Friendlies Discord. It's tinyurl.com/TetrisFriendlies. And yeah, go ahead and respond to the thing in the announcement. As yeah, you'll be able to have a chance to play. So, but otherwise, make sure to tune in. It'll be twitch.tv/Boxy3210. So, he'll be hosting. And okay, is he back? Speaking of which, still offline. So waiting for him to come back. Doing a quick reset. Yeah. Y'all are killing me tonight. Not just Boxy, but everybody. Got a scuffed scene here. We got slideshow action. Broken controller now. Oh my goodness. So yeah, how's everybody? Hopefully everybody that's unfortunate enough to be living in a colder state is staying warm tonight, because my goodness. Here in Michigan, at least, like I said, we were getting some heavy snowfall tonight. It's yeah, quite brutal. Was not a fun commute home. Yeah, that was my plan, King. I was gonna give him another minute or two. So it's what time now? Oh, okay, he's coming back. Mid 80s here. Good God. I can't even imagine. At this time of year, I can't even imagine. Yeah, I'm still mastering the art of stalling. I'm no Mudus at the stalling game yet, but I'll get there. Maybe if I do good enough with this one, he'll have me on the next this next CTL draw. No, I'm kidding. I don't actually want to be on the CTL draw. This takes forever. All right. Looks okay on Boxy's side. Hey, there's the input. All right. All right, so we just need some readies and a level selection. And Boxy does agree to 18 all the way, so we just need some readies from both of these two players. Yeah. Oh, for crying out loud, Boxy. All right. 1. That is all you get. 1 warm-up game. Even if you top out, like, right now. Like, get 1. But Tebanoku's ready to go whenever, so. And Tebanoku gonna go ahead and fix the stencil too. Yay. Much appreciated. So everybody else that's gonna be playing later, seriously, make sure triple check everything, because everyone is having problems tonight. I don't know why. This channel always seems to be cursed in one way or another. Tonight, it is technical difficulties. Last week, it was early top-outs. So, I mean... Alright. And Boxy's ready to go. So, we're going to go ahead and count him down. Game number 1 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And yes, Burbs are cursed. Yes, that they are. Sound like Ian Keith. I will go ahead and take that as a compliment. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I will assume that's a good thing. I think he does a hell of a job on the mic, so. So Tebanoku with some early burns here. Boxy with the column 8 Tetris to kick things off. Now Boxy with some troubles here. Still has the lead, though, as he's actually got a Tetris on the board. Tebanoku finally getting his first now. Take a 3,000-point lead. Boxy coming right back, though. Has the right well open. Is Tetris ready, and is actually going to go ahead and use that L piece to open up the hole so he can clean out his stack. So, and gets another Tetris. He's at 62,000 now. Simul Tetris there for both of these two now, as we are at the 25 line mark. 85,000 for Boxy, 58 for Tebanoku. But definitely an exciting matchup so far, and I'm going to kind of get my preview. I'll be looking to take on the Frog over there this Friday night. I'm going to try and get that match in. Simul Tetris for both of these two. And they're just trading Tetrises now, pretty much. Boxy with the Tetris, though. Tebanoku looking to answer. Just needing the long bar, and it's just not showing up. He's having no trouble keeping his stack alive, but he just didn't get the long bar until a moment ago. Got the Tetris to get into 109. A Tetris there for Tebanoku. And it's closed the gap, 133 to 135, and we are neck and neck once again. Tebanoku taking the lead with that one. Both players now Tetris ready. Another Tetris there for Tebanoku. 178. Oh my goodness, excuse me. 178 for him. 139 for Boxy. Boxy Tetris ready over on the right side of the board. Just needing that long bar. Finally, there it is. Boom, Tetris for Boxy. So yeah, we are very neck and neck here. Another Tetris there for Teba. And another one for Teba. 224. to 179 as Boxy just not getting the long bars when he wants them, but he gets a Tetris. Get him to 202. And I tuck the J there for Tebanoku. Simul Tetris. And Tebanoku with the square tuck setup, and it pays off. So quick score check here. 66 lines, 225 for Boxy, 248 for Tebanoku. Make that 271. Both players at 68 lines now. Another Tetris there for Tebanoku. And another Tetris for Tebanoku. And isn't resolving this tuck just yet. Has to fill in some dependencies first. It's going to do it now with the T. Then the S piece. Wow. Nicely done there. Tetris in for Boxy. 278 for him. 317 for Tebanoku. Both players now having to take some burns. Try and keep the stack low. Tebanoku with the Tetris. Boxy with a little square-shaped hole on the left. Fills it in with the S and the L. Gets a Tetris there. Give him to 303. So it's about 3 Tetrises behind. 303 for him. 369. Hey now. For Tebanoku. He's now at 371 with a few burns. Tetris in for Boxy. 349 now for him. As we are now approaching the 100-line mark, these players are getting closer to the transition, just about 30 lines away. And we are once again neck and neck as Tebanoku's been kind of forced into some burns. He's at 376 to 372 for Boxy. Boxy now taking some burns too, and Tebanoku's going to reopen the lead to about a Tetris. It's a long bar down the left, towards the left side of the board. Boxy just stuck in this dig, getting Z's when he wants S's. He needed that S, but a nice S spin way up top. Oh, Tebanoku though getting up high, gets the L piece he wants. Needs something for the right though. He's gonna use the L, but he's gonna put it straight upward. Oh man, doesn't get the pieces he needs in time. And he's done at 408. And with that Tetris there from Boxy, he's good. Takes game number 1 just before the transition. All right. He transitions at 439, but he didn't need to. He's all good. He's got game number 1. Boxy looking to just prove to himself. He's got the 19 skill still. He's still got it. So Tebanoku ready to go. Just need the ready from Boxy. There it is. He's ready. So game number 2 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. So an unfortunate top up from Tebanoku just before the transition, allowing Boxy to chase it down with nothing less than a Tetris. So a close game, but that top out was costly. And he's going to be looking to bounce back from that one for sure. Tetris in for both players to kick things off. They're exactly tied at 22,800. Tebanoku having some early struggles. Has a little square tuck he's going to want to make, but is going to just go ahead and use that L. And there's the square tuck immediately following. But Boxy, with the square chasm going on, is able to take the lead by about 2 Tetrises. 69,000 for him. Hey now, 27 for Tebanoku. Tetris for Tebanoku is getting him into 50,000. Tebanoku getting decent pieces that he needs. He's got kind of a jagged board right now. Could really use a better spot for a square. Looks like he misdropped that L piece. But Boxy not in great shape either. Oh, misdropped an S. So looking like a suffer game for both of these players to start off. And, oh, Boxy looked like he missed a rotation. That or misread the board, like severely misread the board. And he is in trouble now. Oh, but so is Tebanoku. Tebanoku tops out at 55K. So a simul top out with Boxy in the lead. Gonna put him up 2 games to 1, or 2 games to none. 2 games to 1. What am I talking about? Maybe I'm the real crackhead here, guys. Alright, so Boxy's ready to go. Tebanoku needs just a quick second. Probably, switch in that, frog image. Alright, Tebanoku's ready to go, and Boxy warming up, so if you could just reconfirm that you're ready to go. Alright, he's ready to go, so we're going to count him down. Game number 3. This is a crucial one for Tebanoku in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, and coming up next, you are going to get Kingsman. Yes, the king of the restreams himself, taking on Ian Keith. So a couple fantastic commentators duking it out. And I for one, cannot wait. But in the meantime here, Tebanoku gets the first touches of the game. And Boxy with some early complications here on his board. Looks like he misdropped that JP. Oh, man. Lots of misdropped here so far. Yeah, man. Are you kidding me? Certainly one of the better ones I've had. So... touch his hand for Tebanoku. Boxy at 11,000. Tebanoku at 55. Touches for Tebanoku. He's got the cleaner stack here, and as such has a pretty big lead right now, 78,000 to 15. Boxy's still looking for his first Tetris, but he's gonna have to really clean out this B-type looking board first. So Boxy working his way through. Would really prefer a Z piece right now for that little T hole. And now it looks like Boxy is going to get a little bit aggressive here. Go for that Mike Well Tetris. As Tebanoku's over 100,000 points ahead already. Almost in defiance of what happened here in these last couple games. Tetris for Boxy, though. His first of the game, finally. And welcome in David Michael J. Oh my goodness, it's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Fortunately, Q is closed for the night, but happy to see you nonetheless. And a Tetris in for Boxy, 76,000 for him. 152 for Tebanoku, who's now digging. So Boxy closing the gap here as Tebanoku has had to do some digging, and Boxy's been playing a little bit aggressively too, and that's been working to his benefit here as he's only down by about 60,000 points now. Because he was down by about 100,000 before, so definitely a closer game now. Tetris for Boxy, Tetris for Teba. So yeah, again, playing aggressive really paid off. It has closed the gap. Tebanoku with a bit of Spire here going on in the middle, but he's gonna take the Tetris and clean things out. Boxy not quite happy there, shaking his head there with the T pieces there. Not too happy with the pieces he got and where he put them. What's up, Morlando? And Tetris Tide too. Welcome in. Yeah, like I said, Friday night's gonna be the place to go. You guys still want a spot, that is, but in the meantime, Tebanoku looked like a dirty Tetris there. Oh my goodness, or at least maybe it was a triple, but I just saw it out of the corner of my eye, to be honest. But Either way, a nice move. And it's going to help maintain the lead, 266 to 184 through about 80 lines. Tetris in for Boxy, though. He's coming right back into it. He's coming in hot now. 207 for him, 269 for Tebanoku. Hey, now. And Boxy with the Tetris there is going to get him to 231, 270 for Tebanoku. Oh, Kingsman's got the right idea for next week. Yeah, I'll pre-book that one. If it's a guitar, I will pre-book that. if y'all want to make that happen. Oh, but Foxy's gonna top out at 233, and just like that, we are going to a game 4. Tebanoku with a huge lead. So GG. Game 4 coming up. All right. So they're both ready to go. Boxy not happy with the S's and Z's. They're a bitch, man. They are a killer. So we're going to count them down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, so Tebanoku looking to go for that reverse sweep here. After a dominating Game 3, had a rough start to the set. And it's going to look to mount the comeback. That Game 3 could be just what he needs to get it going. Tetris in for Boxy to kick things off. And Tetris with Tebanoku. My goodness, this is going to be close. I can already tell. Tebanoku, though, unfortunately, there we go. Had to use the 2 long bars to fill in that little square dependency. Didn't get a square in time. And it's going to slow him down a little bit. Boxy with the Tetris, though. Oh, man, Tebanoku in some trouble already here, though, in game number 4. Oh, but the J flip, or I'm sorry, the L flip, probably not what he wanted to do, and he's done at just 26,000, and Boxy with the lead says game 4 is no more. He's got the game in the match. Feel free to play it out if you want, but you've got it. You're good. All right, let's get to that trophy. Congratulations to you, my guy. Boxy has done it. 3 games to 1, taking down Tebanoku. So Boxy able to recover from last week's defeat. Tebanoku on the 2-week losing streak here on Monday Night Friendlies. So, yeah, he's going to look to break that next week, I'm sure. But up next, we've got Kingsman taking on Ian Keith. We'll be right back. This one will be good. right, ladies and gentlemen, match number 7 here on Tetris Friendlies up next. It's coming up right now. In the red corner, oh, you all know him very well here on Tetris Friendlies. He's the king of the restreams, as we like to call him, and the host of the Friday night edition of Tetris Friendlies. And he is going to show us that 800k score of his was not fake. And he's going to show us how it's done tonight. Get the White Claws out, ladies and gentlemen, for the one, the only, Kingsman. Talking the smack already. But who's his opponent? And how scared is he? We're going to find out in the blue corner. He is a newer player here in the restreaming scene, that is, but he's also done a fine job. And last season in the Classic Tetris League, he was your undisputed Division 7C champion, going undefeated all season long. And it's looking to show King, hey, maybe I should be in Division 5. I'm going to show you how it's done here. It's Ian King. Alrighty. This one, a worthy opponent, says Ian Keith. Our battle will be legendary. Alright, Kingsman's ready to go. Wasting no time here. It's the king, man. You all know him. Love the face. Which one? Alright, Ian suggesting level 15 start. Kingsman's okay with that. Alright, and they're ready to go. So we'll go ahead and count them down. Game number 1 of this legendary set coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, so we're going to start off a bit slow here. Got a couple regulars here in the friendly scene. Everybody knows Kingsman. Everyone knows Ian Keith. So, they need no further introduction here. Both players with a clean stack, both looking for a long bar. Kingsman gets it first for the Tetris. Ian right behind him, though, with a Tetris of his own. Kingsman now on the board with 2 Tetrises, though. He's got another long bar. So, they're just trading Tetrises at this point, and we are neck and neck to start things off. And, like I say, this is always the part where James Chen would be flipping out right now, like, they're at 100% Tetris rate! Oh my god! Anyways. In case my James Chen jokes haven't got old yet, but there's a Tetris there for Kingsman. 57,000 now for him, 57 for Ian as well. Ian with the push-down point advantage at the moment. And Tetris there for Ian's going to give him a lead. And Kingsman, unfortunately, not able to use that long bar in the same way as he wasn't set up, but he's able to use the next one and give himself a 1,000 point lead. Tetris for Ian now, 97,000 for him, 80,000 for the King. So not a very big line difference, just a 2-line difference, now a 0-line difference with those burns from King. Either player now in Tetris readiness. Both players looking to get there. Ian gets there first, gets the Tetris. Kingsman looking for something for that left side. Has that little castle setup going on there. And it's going to give the long bar the T-piece to fill it out nicely. Unfortunately, has to go T vertical on the left side. Well, not vertical, but with the nub upward. Not always a great move, but it worked out. Tetris for Kingsman gets him to 109. And what happened to the music? Why are you like this? How is this? There we go. Okay. So quick score check here. We're about 40 lines in. Tetris for Ian. It's going to give him to 160. About a 50,000 point lead as Kingsman's at 110. It's going to start catching up here. Oh, man. Kingsman kind of getting in trouble here up top. Has the left well open. Could really use a long bar. Is going to fill some of that in with a J. Could use another one. Oh, man. Missed drop of that L piece for Kingsman. And he is surviving, but his board is not in great shape right now. Needs that Z left. Doesn't get it. Nice burn there. Can he get the next one? Yes, he can. Where's this long bar? Where's this long bar? It's not going to show up, and he's done it. 122. So Ian Keith at 203 with a dagger there to bring it to 222 is good. Takes game number 1. All right, Kingsman's ready to go. Like, you know what? Screw this 15 nonsense. I want to speed this up. Ready 18. And Ian's ready to go as well. So we'll count him down. Game number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So an unfortunately top out for the King in game number 1. Looking to turn things around here on the level 18 start in game number 2. Definitely wanting to show us an 800k game tonight, because it could be fake. Wants everyone to know that was not a fake game. So neither player on the board with the Tetris just yet. Ian with the first. Kingsman, ooh, with a misdrop of that Z. Our Tetris, actually, nope, not a Tetris. It was a triple for Ian. Didn't see that hole at the bottom. So both players kind of in dig mode right now. Kingsman with the worse off board at the moment. Kingsman getting out of his little situation. Has opened up part of that hole there. That little square-shaped hole. But has a Mino in the way of the rest of it. And is going to try and find an alternative way to fully burn it out. Not able to so far. But in the meantime, Ian has not been able to build up too big of a lead. He's at 63,000. Kingsman at 22. 22, if I can speak. But both players are clean now. And, oh, but Ian missing the S-spin. Kind of shaking his head at that one. Kingsman with a Tetris, though. He's coming right back into it. And he is going to come in hot, look to take the lead. Both players Tetris ready. Ian with the long bar first. Gets the Tetris. Bringing it to 93,000. Kingsman at 51. Now it's Ian's turn to do a little bit of digging here. Not quite as precarious as the burn from the King earlier on, but as he was able to get out of that pretty quickly. But neither player really having a great game so far. They are above the 40 line mark. Kingsman at 47 lines at 65,000. Ian not having a much better game here at 47 lines at 1 at 26. Tetris there for Kingsman now. He's going to try and close the gap here. 92,000 for him. Ian with that Tetris at 152. So both players are clean now. And are going to look to keep things that way. We shall see how they do making that happen. Tetris there for Ian. Kingsman looking to respond. Waiting on the long bar. He's going to take that little double there. Into the Tetris for the King. A 119 now for him. 176 for Ian Keith. Another Tetris there for Ian. Tetris for Kingsman. Both players kind of getting into a rhythm now. And now King definitely hope for Ian to make some sort of big mistake here, as doesn't look like he's showing any signs of slowing down. Simul Tetris pretty much. These two. 165 for King. 223 for Ian. Ian with a nice burn setup with those two squares. Burning for a brief moment. It's going to need a couple of them to get that hole opened up. Now we can use an L or a J, gets the L. And he's going to use the long bar to open the well right back up. He has decided, I'm not going to have this well be closed anymore. Gets a Tetris. Bring it to 253. And another Tetris for Kings, going to bring it to a 199. So about a 3-4 Tetris lead for Ian right now, as we are approaching the 90 line mark here of this game.
But the rest of the future now, that from now on there'll simply be all these robots walking around, feeling nothing, thinking nothing.
So 278 for Ian, 206 for Kingsman, 92 lines in. And Ian with the cleaner board here gets a Tetris. Kingsman's still up high. Nice J flat there to open things up. It's going to take that triple just to keep things low. And it's going to look to make things a bit more accommodating here as he tries to get Tetris ready here, as he is just under 25 lines away from the transition now. Ian right behind him there with a Tetris. 350 for him, 222 for the King. So some post-transition play, even if Ian tops out right now, some post-transition play will be required if the King wants to chase this down. But he's going to want to turn up the heat right about now, because Ian's just showing no signs of let up. 373 for him, 224 for Kingsman. Taking some burns. He's got this hole that he unfortunately created up higher in the stack, and is down by almost 200,000 points now, about 190,000 point difference. Oh, but that long bar hang, not gonna be good here. He's gonna get out of this, it looks like. Some nice tucks. Surprised not to see him throw the T over to the left. Tetris in for Ian. We're going to 444. Oh, but a mischief of that square from Kingsman. This is diggable, but is gonna want to do it sooner than later, because he is 4 lines away from transition. He just gives up. He's like, screw this. I am over 200,000 points behind. And Ian at 471 is good. It takes game number 2 and is up 2-1. Alright, so Kingsman's ready to go. It is Ian's level selection. Just gonna need a ready, and then that level from him. Alright, he's ready, 18. We're gonna stick with it. Game number 3. It is a crucial one here for the King in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright. So coming up next, you are going to get Temenoku taking on Kirby. Yes, you heard me right. Kirby coming on the show, Monday Night Friendlies, take on Temenoku. So both of you can be warmed up, ready to go. This could potentially be the last game, though I'm sure Kingsman does not want this to be the last game. Don't think he could live with himself if that was the case. As he's on the board with the Tetris now. Both players are. Nice key tug for the King, as he likes to call it, with that J. And a missed drop of that T. He is not happy with that one. So 50,000 for Kingsman, 48 for Ian. Ian now with that dirty well set up. Not going to be a Tetris, though, so he's just going to burn it out. Tetris in for Ian. He's at 77,000. Looked like he meant to put that L piece one more over to the left, but was not able to get it there. And Kingsman, though, with a funky looking stack, looked like a sculpture for a minute there. He's at 74,000, just 3,000 points behind. Oh, but he hangs the L! And that's gonna do it! And Ian at 77,000 completes the sweep to take the game and the match, and he was in some trouble himself. Wow. All right, so that'll do it. Ian Keith takes it 3-0. And there he is. There is your winner right there in the winner's circle. Oh, whoops. I wrote that down the wrong way in my records. There we go. Okay. All right, and much love coming from Ian's side. So yeah, Kings with a rough go, but I'm sure we'll see him back again. He's gonna be coming back for vengeance, I'm sure. But in the meantime, up next, we've got Temenoku versus Kirby, our main event. Stay tuned, everybody. And oh yeah, you guys, of course. I love doing this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time. Oh, yes. It is time for some introductions, please. In the red corner, he is making his return to the big stage tonight after an unfortunate loss to Boxy. We all know him as many different names. The Frog, the Crackhead of Chile. We got lots of names for him. But the one he goes by is Teba Noku. And in the blue corner, she is one of the world's greatest Tetris guideline players. So good, in fact, she's got a Tetris Effect Tetris named after her. They call it the Curbtris. And of course, is a staple in the Classic Tetris Monthly Future Circuit, a multi-time champion. It's the one and only Kirby! All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one will be one for the ages. Without question. So once we've got some readies and level selections for both of these two stellar players here, we will go ahead and get it started. Oh my goodness. Oh, is this happening? Is this happening right now? Oh, this is happening. Alright, Teba Noku has agreed to level 18 all the way. Oh, I thought you were saying yes to the other thing. Okay. Alright, he's ready to go. Kirby's ready to go. Or so I assume. She was asking for 18 all the way. It looks like she's ready. Alright, so we're going to count him down. Yep, she is. Alright, game number 1 of the main event. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, this is it. Main event time. And the rumor come out. Does Pac-Man is Frog? I does is have to know. I does is have to know, Ian. And Tetris in for Kirby. She's going to get the first one of the game. And Teba Noku had a slightly later start. Had to take a burn into the first Tetris for him. So Kirby with an early lead. And a nice little Z-spin there from Tebanoku. And he's going to get that into a Tetris there. 47,000 for him, 68 for Kirby. And a nice T-spin there from Kirby, who she's getting kind of high up here. Is not in any real danger. Gets the Tetris down the right side. 92,000 now for her, 70 for Teba. Teba now has a little center well going on here. Fortunately gets the Z into the J. Really wanted an L piece after that, as that was probably the safest place to put that Z. And that's going to allow Kirby to start running away with it here. She's at 141 now. Tebanoku is digging, and Kirby looking crystal clean. Tetris in for Kirby, gets her to 164. And yeah, that's right, Big Sippy, the famous tapper Kirby. Again, come on, Vandy. Like, if you're here, you gotta know your mods, man. Like, do you even know your mod team? Like, seriously, like, come on. Like, at least I know my mod team. It's Kingsman and Boxy. Neither are tappers. Smaller sample size, but I know who they are. Oh, man. Anyway, I hope he hears that. But anyway, 193 for Kirby. 156 for Tebanoku. Tetris in for Tebanoku. 178 now for him. And he's coming in hot now. Gets another long bar for the Tetris. And is down by less than a Tetris now. Kirby, ooh, nice adjustment on the square to get the Tetris. And could really use a J piece now. Has got that dependency going. And oh, she's going to turn into a long bar dependency. Could go for something dirty here if she wants to. Oh, she's going for it. She is going all in on it now. Really wants to maintain the lead. Takes a couple birds for the dirty Tetris there for Kirby. Wow. Putting on a show already. 268 for her. With that Tetris for Tebanoku, he's at 252. So she's maintaining her lead, but Tebanoku is right there with her. Another dirty Tetris for Kirby. Kirby now has an awkward looking hole towards the right side. Misdrops the L on the left. Ooh, unfortunate misdrop there once again from Kirby, but again, nothing she can't get out of. Tebanoku, though, with a nice clean stack, is down by about a Tetris. And gets the long bar. Boom, Tetris for Teba. 283 for him. Actually, about 2 Tetrises. I did my math wrong. Excuse me. 283 for him. 300. Make that 323 with the dirty for Kirby. So, maintaining a 1 Tetris lead is Kirby right now. And really needed that J about a piece sooner. And it's going to just use that S. Instead of taking the Tetris, just going to clean things up. It's got that column 8 Tetris going right now. So a 2,000 point game in favor of Kirby. Kirby expands that with the Tetris. And we are approaching now the 100 line mark here. Tebanoku actually about 7 lines behind. Make that 3 lines behind with a Tetris. So Tebanoku kind of has the true lead right now. As he's got more lines to work with, assuming both survived the kill screen, which I wouldn't put it past either one of these two to do in any given game. Tetris for Tebanoku, and he's going to take the lead. 380 to 370. And Kirby, yeah, of course, Kirby unfortunately not able to get the 5th setup she wanted. Now Tebanoku having some complications in his stack, allowing Kirby to take a slight lead, though again is ahead by about 6 lines. Kirby at 395, Tebanoku at 387. Kirby with the cleaner stack as well. They're just about 15 lines away from the level 19 changeover. Kirby with the Tetris to get her past the 400k mark. Now at 422. Tebanoku just trying to dig out of this situation. Is almost there finally. Gets the Z to get out. Kirby with the Tetris to get her to 446. Tebanoku at 398, so not a huge lead by any means, but... Oh, man, but Tebanoku not with a great board right now. Starting to fall behind, and Kirby Tetrises into the transition at 471. One more line will send Tebanoku there, and man, this stack has seen better days. It's going to transition at 403. I don't know if he'll survive, though. Can he get that Z? Oh, my goodness, he got out. Just about. Needs that J, though, or a long bar. Oh, my goodness, where's this long bar for Tebanoku? Where is it? Gets the long bar, but he doesn't get it over. Oh, my goodness. He's done it 417. Wow, he almost got out of that. And Kirby's good at 532, takes game number 1. Oh my god. Wow, I thought there was no way, but... Did not think he was going to get that Z all the way over, but he pulled it up. That very well could have been a much different story. So once we got some readies, wow, that was just game number 1, folks. Like, well, once we got some readies from the both of you, we'll go ahead and get this one going for game number 2. It's possible. Oh, okay, she's ready. Alright, Tebanoku's ready. So we'll count him down. In 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Ah, the curtain skip. Got it. Yeah, I kind of wanted the same thing. I'm like, what happened? Alright. And welcome in Kibi Bite. And definitely the future of Classic Tetris Monthly. Engine Van Dweller will give you the keys for that one sooner or later. Once his guilt wears off, decides to quit. So, I mean, in the meantime, Tetris in for both players. Tebanoku with the second one there. Tetris in for Kirby as well. So both now on the board with 2, but Tebanoku starting to get things going here. He's got a third. It's at 69,000. Hey now. And oh man, some unfortunate pieces for Tebanoku right now, but is able to make them work. But meanwhile, Kirby has about a 4,000 point lead. Has an awkward looking hole towards the left. She's going to get the center well Tetris, but she's going to need to do something about that hole down at the bottom. Use the long bar to make it into a well. Could potentially fill it with a J, but oh no, she's too cool for that. She's not going to do that. She's going to set up for the mic well. And oh man, but that might come back. That is going to come back to bite her in the rear. She's done at 100,000. And Tebanoku, just a Tetris ahead, is good. Ties it up 1-1. Forget what a Z flat is. Z flat? I don't even know her. Alright, so Tebanoku, you are good, my guy. You got game number 2. GG. They are ready to go. Kirby hoping to make a transition this time around. And yeah, I definitely hope to make it there once again as well. Let's count them down. Game number 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, they are off and running. So an unfortunate early top out for Kirby in game number 2. And Tebanoku having that post-transition top out in game 1, so both players kind of trading the top outs. Only one was early, though, so we'll see who can come out on top here in game number 3. Try and take the momentum. And so far, it's Kirby. She's got the 1 Tetris lead. And she's got some fans in the chat. Got Big Sippy cheering her on. Kibby, I presume, cheering her on as well. So 48,000 for Kirby, 26 for Tebanoku. Both are about 10 lines in. And Tebanoku just having some early struggles here. So he's had to take some burns. Tetris in for Tebanoku. And he's now at 53,000. Kirby now taking a safety triple there. Trying to keep the stack low. And it's just not getting this long bar right now. Neither is Tebanoku. Kirby gets it. Tetris for Kirby to expand her lead. 103. Make that 126 with another Tetris there for her. Here to 126. 59,000 for Tebanoku, who is 6 lines behind. Has to take a triple with that long bar. But gets the row 2 immediately after. So not too far behind. About a 2.5 Tetris difference in favor of Kirby right now. Tebanoku definitely not out of this yet. You're only about 30 lines in. Another Tetris for Tebanoku, though, is going to close the gap. Kirby opening it right back up. And widening it, actually, with a Tetris. Tetris in for Tebanoku. Into 135. 176 for Kirby. So we're approaching the 50-line mark here. Both players having a pretty decent game here. Kirby with about a 200k game right now, and that's kind of what you want to see here. You want to get a good game if you want to be able to keep up the pace. Tetris in for Kirby. Tebanoku, not sure if he intentionally put that S piece there or not, but it's kind of started as a little spire going towards the middle right of his stack. Now Kirby with a bit of a spire as well with his Z piece, followed with some T's and S's as well. So neither player with a very pretty stack right now. Kirby with some chasms going on. And Tebanoku just with some holes on the right side he's got to deal with. Well is back open for business, but has a couple dependencies. Oh, gets the J when he needed the L, but he's going to take the Tetris to lower things down. Tebanoku able to fill in that long bar dependency towards the left. Is still behind in points, though. 194 to 235. Kirby with a lead. And another Tetris for Kirby. And Tebanoku adjusting that S piece, just throwing it to the right, because he saw another piece was coming. I forget what the piece was now. My brain is not working, but he was adjusting for the piece that came after that. It was more accommodating, and he's got some filthy setup up top right now. Can he get this long bar for it, though? I don't know if he can. I don't know if the game will give it to him that easily. Maybe? Ah, it's too late. Feels bad. Oh, but that might come back to haunt him, too. Making the same mistake as Kirby did in game number 2. And he's going to top out at 208. So Kirby at 329 is good. Takes game number 3. It is up 2 games to 1. So bit off a bit more than he could chew. Yeah, I need to change the night pause settings. I apologize. I know people are just sending symbols. Yeah, I need to change that setting. So yeah, match point for Kirby here. Oh, and he's busting out the other frog image. The high-res frog image for match point. And he's ready to go. Just need a ready from Kirby. And looks like she's ready as well. All right, she is good. We're going to count him down. Game 4 coming up in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, so this could potentially be the last game of the night if Kirby can win it. Temenoku, though, looking for a win, looking to take this to a Game 5. And Temo with the pasta before starting. All right. Oh, man. Start a chain in chat. Come on. My goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, quick score check here. We are about 5-10 lines in. Both players are exactly tied, 26-20, but Kirby taking the lead with the Tetris. As we've got some pasta going on in the chat now. Like, that is classic Tetris at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. So Tetris for Kirby there, gets it at 73,000. Temenoku just about a Tetris behind. And oh, the line spin from Temenoku. Wow. Into the Tetris to get him to 74,000. So is ahead because of the burn. And Kirby now with a 1-point advantage because she pushed down. But she got a Tetris, though, to expand that lead. And another one there. Temenoku just waiting on the long bar. Gets it. Boom, Tetris for Teba. 97,000 for him. 119 for Kirby. And another Tetris for Temenoku. So they're going back and forth here. And Temenoku regaining the lead by just 2,000 points. And you know, push-down points are the true meta. You know that? Like, if you don't want to end up in the zero club, push down the first piece. Pro tip, that is my, that's a free tip. Any tips beyond that, it's going to cost you extra. Only, that's anything more than that, it's a subscriber only. No. Okay. But that is my pro tip of the night. Tetris in for Temenoku, who's getting into 191. And, ooh, a misdrop of that T for Temenoku. Looked like he couldn't quite decide where he wanted to put it. He's gonna do a little spin with that Z. Try and fill in as much as he can. And this is kind of the opening that Kirby was looking for to try and catch up, but she is not in great shape either. Nice adjustment with the Z. And he's gonna fill in that little dependency with the long bar. Oh, but another misdrop for Kirby. He's having some troubles here in the early going. And Temenoku's all cleaned out and expands his lead 222 to 164. And Kirby in some trouble here up top. Oh man, but that long bar hang. Mike Durant gets the T over to the right. And the S. Oh my goodness. Wow, got some crazy maneuvers, but not able to get out of this one. And she's done at 167. So Temenoku says game 4 is no more. We are going to a game 5. GG's. So that high-res frog working out for him. As he is forced to decider. What on? Okay. Okay, so come on. Just spazzing out with the pieces now. Oh my god, the self roast. Hey, you said it, not me. Alright, Temenoku's ready to go, as is Kirby. So we're going to count this one down. We're going to count it down from 5 for the final game of the night. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alright, they are up and running. This is it. Last game of the night. I want to thank everybody in advance for tuning in. This has been an interesting night, to say the least. it all started when I was a bit late, so... Tetris in for both players. Tied at 22,800 right now. Look at that 100% Tetris rate. I'm not even going to try to do another James Chen right now. Tetris for Kirby. And Tebanoku just waiting on the long bar now. He's not quite getting it. Takes a couple burns into the Tetris. Kirby getting one as well. So she's got about a 1 Tetris lead. She's at 69,000. Hey now for Kirby. 47 for Tebanoku. But we're just about 15 lines in, not even for either player. So a nice T-spin there for Tebanoku. But oh man, now Kirby having some troubles here in the early going. Just looking to get out of this. Not wanting an early top out right now. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. Just trying not to put too much weight on the hole. But, oh man, that J piece, not ideal for that situation. He's getting into some trouble here. Some nice adjustments there for that L piece. Still not out of the woods yet, but gets the long bar to really help out. Oh my goodness. And Kirby with a Tetris there. She's all cleaned out and right back into it. Only down by about 2 Tetrises. 109 for her, 148 for Tebanoku. And another Tetris for Kirby. Oh man, she is coming in hot now. Hot and furious. Not looking to go down in this one. Was not happy about the result of that last game. And so I'm going to come right back. She's got 155. Tebanoku with that Tetris at 173. So we are neck and neck here. About 1 Tetris separating these 2 players. Kirby now Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Kirby. Tebanoku ready. Boom, Tetris for Teba. 202, 178 now. Favor of Tebanoku. And Tebanoku with another Tetris. Tetris in for Kirby. Tetris ready again. Another Tetris for Kirby. Take the lead, but Tebanoku taking it right back. So it is a very tightly contested game here, Kirby. And actually, she didn't have the lead. It was like 2,000 point difference, but still. That's where we're at now. 3,000 point difference in favor of Tebanoku, who gets a Tetris to expand his lead. So it's just going back and forth here. It is very, very close. Kirby taking that safety triple into the Tetris. Get her to 279. Now she's got the 2,000 point lead over Tebanoku. And we are neck and neck. Tebanoku behind in lines though. So definitely has the true lead. Kirby not giving up without a fight. Tetris in for Kirby. Now has a 1 Tetris lead, but again is ahead by about 8 lines. If I'm doing my math right, but what do I know? I'm no math major. Tetris in for Kirby. And Tetris to Tebanoku. Oh man, this one could definitely go all the way here. And I, for one, would love to see that. Both players with nice clean stacks. Tebanoku with the Tetris. And Kirby ahead by just 1 point right now. 1 pushdown point gave her the lead, but she's got a Tetris now. Tebanoku cheekily pushing down a little bit after that, it looked like. So 401 for Kirby, 357 for Tebanoku. Yeah, and Harry Hung would say, "See? Told you." Tetris there for Tebanoku, gets him to 404. Kirby once again with a 1 point lead, but taking some birds to expand on that. Simul Tetris there. And Kirby 10 lines, not less than 10 lines away from the transition. Tebanoku about 15 lines away. Has a lead. Oh my god. debate on whether push down with Fitz is possible. Just gonna ignore the fact that it isn't, but... Oh, Kirby now with 1 line to go till the transition, and her board is not looking great, not terrible, but it's gonna have some work to do once the changeover happens. She transitions at 469. Hey now, hey now. Hey now, she needs a long bar. Tebanoku, though, with a lead. 485 with 2 lines to go. Transitions at 509. Look at that. So here we go. This is it. Last part of the night. Oh, but Kirby with a hang. Get the long bar over to the right. Oh, but she hangs the square. And Kirby is done at 476. And Tebanoku seals. Oh, whoops. Wrong glove. Seals the deal. Take the game and the match. So congratulations to you, sir. Feel free to play this. We'll let you play this one out. But I'm going to go ahead and have Charlie. Charlie. That is it. Oh, yeah. Tebanoku's done. All right. Congratulations, Tebanoku. He's got it. Taking down Kirby. 3 games to 2. Wow. GG's to you. That is what I like to call redemption for him. Definitely had a rough set against Boxy earlier. This is exactly what he was looking for. So I'll go ahead and end this match. I mean, just so it's out of the queue. So that way the queue's closed. There we go. All right. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you all so much for coming on. This has been, again, it's been a weird night for sure as far as Friendlies goes. But I'm happy to be doing this every week. You know, it highlighted my week. So thanks to everybody for coming in, supporting all the players, all that good stuff. And those who played, especially. That was a lot of fun. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and find somebody to raid. Who do we got live right now? Let's see. He's playing Tetris. Hold on. Who do we got playing Tetris right now? Like, Joseph's live, but he ain't playing Tetris. Hold on. The Tetris category. Let's see. Aside from myself, oh, we got some tier 1 going on right now over at Rhubarb's channel. We'll go ahead and give them a raid, as yeah, you know, we'll see some more. So we can see some more action. So let me just get that in there. There we go. Okay, so raid. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you all so much for coming on, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you all once again. Catch you next time. Verb Wizard out.
It's always that